What if another 1,000 days go by and I make zero progress? Like nothing. None of the lifts moved. Nothing's moved. I've continued to put all this effort in and I'll get nothing out of it. Zero. Would I be happy? Would it be worth it? I think that question is very important to think about. It puts things into perspective. It checks your motivation. It checks the reason why you're doing this. If you're in a circle of friends and you're talking about what makes you tick, and some guys might be sounding all wholesome and honorable and they're there for the right reasons or whatever, but you don't have to lie to yourself, man. You can just sit there by yourself while listening to this video and ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why? What are my insecurities? Why do I want to be big and strong? Why do I want to be strong? Why do I want to deadlift 300, squat 300? For what reason? These are some deep questions, and I often ask myself when I have these crappy days, what am I doing, man? Why am I doing this? You'd have to be a pretty mentally unwell person to do something for 1,200 days and do it for some soft reason. You're doing it just to be cool, so you can impress that friend of yours or impress that chick that you want to get, so you can be somebody in life. I've made it. Got 300 kilos. I'm somebody. There are many different reasons why people go about things, but for me, it is very hard to summarize some of these thoughts, some of these feelings that I have, but for me, I think all of this stems from something deeper than just filling out a freaking t-shirt or picking up a chick or whatever. I'm a married guy, man. I've got 2 kids. I don't need to attract anybody, man. I'm very, very happy where I'm in life, what I have. Very, very happy. So I'm not a single guy. I'm not chasing no girl. I'm not trying to impress mates. I've got a very, very small circle. My family, my close friends, very, very small. I don't rub shoulders with a whole lot of people. I'm not what I used to be when I was 20 and have 50 people in my circle and I know everybody. It's not like that anymore. So don't really care about impressing a stranger. Don't really care about impressing some girl or whatever. I've got a wife, man, kids, man. Like I said, I'm fine. It's not that. I think what makes me chase this so much is that, how do I go about describing this? It's a sense of freedom. It's a challenge. It's art, because I can do whatever the hell I want to do. I can break every single traditional wisdom. I can just go about it how I want to go about it. No strings attached. And I love that. I've got influences from what I've read. I got attracted to a certain style of training, and I'm following that, tweaking it as I go along, searching, discovering this body, the laws of the body, the laws of biomechanics, the laws of adaptations. I'm kind of going about this my way, and it's so freaking satisfying to me, man. I cannot begin to explain to you how I feel when I think about training, when I think about this journey of mine, because nothing in my life comes close to this. Everything else, there is a discourse with somebody. There is a rule. There is a protocol. There's something guiding me in this direction, in that direction. This is free. Literally, I can do whatever the hell I want to do. When I get results, it's me. when I don't get results, it's me also. It's me. It's beautiful, man. The intellectual side is a big component to this, trying to work it out, trying to discover, trying to test things. I'm part of the community of weightlifting, training, all that stuff. I'm listening everywhere. Everywhere I can, I listen. But I don't trust anything 100% until I test it out and I feel it for myself. And I love that. In this realm that we're in, training with a freaking barbell, you don't need to be a physicist to conceptualize the speed of light, to understand where the freaking planets are, the universe is, is it expanding, is it collapsing? These things are like fantasy, man. With the barbell, you can test it, you can feel it, you can taste it. You can do, like, all of your senses are engaged. There's no imagination. You just go about it. And the simplicity attracts me so much. There's that element. And there's also an element of a deep down, I guess some of you guys have called me a stoic. Not that I knew what stoicism even was, but there's this aspect of it that it's actually teaching me how to live my life. It's an escape, it's a challenge, it's a struggle, and all of those things carry over to real life. Discipline, good, bad, day, doesn't matter, you're rocking up, you're doing it. I'm doing something that I don't want to do on some days. And I force myself, and I always get that great feeling afterwards. It feels freaking amazing that I did it even though I didn't want to do it. That's what success is. I'm not well read in philosophy. I'm not well read in anything. Like I've done some reading. I've read some books, mostly history and autobiographies and things like that. But a lot of these ideas that I have, a lot of these takes that I have, is basically me doing things, me thinking about things, and me looking for patterns in my life with the barbell, my relationships, and just kind of constantly trying to summarize, constantly trying to make sense of things. And the barbell, this journey, there's a lot of carryover, man. There's a lot of carryover, and I see the effects of the barbell teachings in the other aspects of my life. I really do. And so that's what kind of keeps me going. And even though, let's say in another 1,000 days, I have the same freaking numbers on the bar, the same freaking numbers, I still would say to you it was worth it because of all these other things that I just explained. It's not just a objective thing. It's not just a numeric thing for me. It could be for you, and that's cool as well. But for me, that is not the connection that I made. This is not the bond that I made that led me to 1,200 days in a row. Nothing like that. To me, this is much, much more than some freaking arbitrary numbers. I've said many times in the past that I'm not going to be setting any world records. I'm not going to be anything special. This is a journey that somehow I stumbled upon to share it. And here I am. But all of these days that are piling on, and trust me, sometimes it's almost like I get nervous looking at the freaking numbers that I'm typing day in, day out. Because it's, so much time has passed. It's like an ultimate milestone accountant. It's like, my God, another day, another week, another month. I've done a month of this now. A month gone by. Where's that time gone? So that kind of time pressure kind of always plays its tricks on me. But I'm very, very happy that I've done what I've done. Because it's a large body of work. And it makes me good that I've done that and not wasted it. I've done something. And that's really cool. I've done many other things in my life as well. But in terms of, the journey, in terms of what you guys know about me, what I've, opened up about in my life, through the social media aspects, I'm very, very happy what I've achieved. I'm very happy who I am and the journey I've created. It's nice. And another 1,000 days, here I come, because my reasons are different to most, I think. And I encourage you, Make some deeper connections with things that you want to do. Make some deeper connections. Really ask yourself, why am I doing this? Because if you're doing this for something else, for some peripheral, some external, weak, shitty freaking reason, it's not going to last, man. It's not going to last. You need to connect with things on a deeper level. And you're not going to be able to do that by tricking yourself or sounding tough to yourself. You got to sit down and ask yourself some tough questions and look yourself in the mirror and be like, what do you want out of this, man? What do you want to do, man? How do you want to do it? And then, do you have the courage to pursue it? Do you have the courage to take on the criticism? Do you have the courage to fail? Do you have the courage to feel embarrassed sometimes? Do you have the courage? Because if you don't have the courage, if you're a pussy about it, don't even start. Right? Have these conversations beforehand. Work out the basics, the foundational ideas, the feelings. Once you sort that out, go for it. And don't let anybody tell you anything. Just go for it. You know, bad days, good days, screw them. Go for it. Get the work in. Do it. I believe eventually you will get something out of it, even if you can't measure it. That's a cool thing to me. Appreciate all of you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.